What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, just like in previous weeks, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and my picks on who I think is going to win in week 5 this week. The Miami Dolphins, which is my team, they don't play. So, we can't lose, so that's good. We won't lose this week. I think we might find a way to go 0-17. I mentioned that before. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this. I'm recording this literally Thursday morning, so tonight's game is the Rams and Seahawks. That could actually be a pretty good one, honestly. Can never completely count out Russell Wilson, but I am going to go with the Rams. I think they're probably going to want to make up for themselves after losing to Tampa like that, and I think they have a more well-rounded team. But I would not count out Russell Wilson, especially in Seattle. So it could go either way, and it should be a pretty close game, or at least a fun game at the very least. Um, Next, Arizona and Cincinnati. I do think Arizona will take this one. Um, Other than the Dolphins, the Cincinnati Bengals might have the worst team in the NFL. Uh, I think Arizona could probably take them, but I think it's kind of bad against bad right now, so we'll just have to see. Um, Moving on, we got Buffalo versus the Titans. I'm gonna go with the Titans. Um, I haven't really looked at Josh Allen's injury. I don't know how severe it is. I don't even know if he's playing. Let me actually take a look real quick. Um, it's saying he could play this week. Uh, I don't know. Um, I still think I'm gonna go with the Titans in Tennessee though. If Josh Allen's playing, it could be a close game, but if not, I think the Titans should definitely take it. Who's their backup? I'm not a Bills fan. I don't keep up with the Bills that heavily. Quarterbacks. Matt Barkley. That's not that bad. It could be worse, but yeah, I think it's gonna be Cincinnati. Chicago versus Oakland. Mitch Trubisky's hurt, but Chase Daniel is their backup quarterback, I believe. I think that might be enough to beat Oakland. Could actually be a pretty good defensive game, though, to be honest. I am looking forward to watching Khalil Mack hopefully smack the shit out the Raiders. Not a Bears fan. I just don't like John Gruden, to be honest. So, yeah, there's that. Moving on, Tampa versus New Orleans. Honestly, even without Drew Brees, I think New Orleans takes this. I think that defense is crazy. And I think with the offensive weapons he has, I think Teddy Bridgewater has enough to beat Tampa. But could be a good game potentially. Tampa's kind of hard to predict. They're always one of those teams where they usually suck, but they can blow up at any minute. It's really weird. Their offense can just get explosive out of nowhere. Um, Vikings versus the Giants. Uh, Probably gonna go with the Vikings, but this one could go kind of either way too. The Vikings are kind of hard to call right now. There's a lot of uh, locker room problems. Adam Thielen called out Kirk Cousins. There's trade rumors for Stephon Diggs possibly being traded to the New England Patriots. That would suck. But who knows? But I think I'm gonna go with Minnesota. But the Giants could easily take that, especially at home. Jets versus Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I think the Jets are really sinking. I think Adam Gase is really showing his lack of leadership. As a Dolphins fan, I know that very well. We did make the playoffs once under him. I'm not going to ignore that, but uh, I think the Jets have given him too much power, and he's a little bit too vocal right now. At least in the media. Talk to your team as much as you want, but keep the shit in the locker room. That's always my stance on it. If you got something to say to your players or your teammates, say it to them. Don't say it to the media. Be a man about it. But yeah, Moving on, Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Baltimore. Without Ben Roethlisberger, this Pittsburgh's probably going to get murdered. It's just a simple fact. Honestly, even with Ben, I think with that team, they still probably would have lost to Baltimore. But without Ben, it's almost pointless at this point. Just going to get and move on. New England versus the Redskins. New England, of course. I'm not even going to talk about that one. It's New England. Jacksonville versus Carolina. Battle of the backup quarterbacks, huh? Damn. Kyle Allen versus Gardner Minshew. They're both kind of hot right now. I'm going to go with Jacksonville. I think their defense might be able to keep them in a little bit more. By the way, I just recorded a film session of Raquel Armstead. Speaking of the Jaguars, I don't know when that's going to get released, but maybe before this. I don't know. I may end up releasing that this morning and releasing this later. I don't know. But I did do that. Just want to let you know. I'm going to go with Jacksonville, though. I just think that they have a little bit more, but I could see this one going either way. Atlanta at Houston. I'm going with the Texans. I think they just have a little bit too much for them. And Atlanta's kind of struggling right now, but Atlanta is another one of those teams that can explode out of nowhere when you least expect it. So, wouldn't be completely shocked if Atlanta wins that. Denver versus the Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers. I just not scared of Denver at all. Melvin Gordon, I believe, is supposed to be playing in this game. Don't know where he's going to be at physically, but we'll just have to see. Green Bay versus Dallas. That could be fun. The Packers are kind of hot right now. But so is Dallas. I mean, they did lose, but honestly, damn. I think I'm going to go with Dallas, but this one could go either way. I really don't want to count out Aaron Rodgers, but... Well, I'm not counting him out by any means. I just think that defense might be a little bit too much for him. I don't know though. I don't know. That's a game to watch for sure. For the 4:00 games, there's only 2 of them. And I'll tell you what, that Green Bay Dallas game looks a lot better than the Denver game against the Chargers. I think I might have to tune into Packers Cowboys. Then the Sunday night game is the Colts versus the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. The Colts are doing decently. Jacoby Brissett is playing better than expected. He's doing well, but I just think Kansas City's offense is going to be way too much for him. Monday night, Cleveland versus the 49ers. Ugh. That's kind of rough. I don't even want to watch that, to be honest. I might end up watching it in background. But that one doesn't excite me. I kind of wish you could put like Green Bay and Dallas at Monday night or something. But you can't, so it is what it is. I guess Cleveland, they have the pieces. It's just whether or not they're going to put it together or not. But honestly, the 49ers do too. This one could go either way, but I think I am going to go with Cleveland. Yeah. And, of course, since, like I said, the Miami Dolphins, they don't play this week. So, as far as what games I'm going to watch, obviously tonight's game I'm very interested in. The Rams versus the Seahawks. I'm very interested in that. I definitely want to check that one out. 1 o'clock. Tampa, New Orleans might not be bad. Honestly, Atlanta and the Tech... 1 o'clock, I'll probably either be watching the Falcons and Texans or the Bucks and Saints. 4 o'clock, I definitely want to check out that Packers-Cowboys game. I definitely want to see that one. That could be a really good matchup, to be honest. I almost wish that was a primetime game. It kind of should be. But it is what it is. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this video. I don't really have anything else to say. If you liked it, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification if you haven't already. Sorry, I recorded 3 videos in a row. My throat is on fire. But I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.